love is all around me. Oh, let me know that love is all around me. Oh, let me know that love is all around me. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Soul Fulfilling. My name is Rickie Byars, and I'm here to love in a holy, holy way and to encourage you to love in a holy, holy way. Because when we do, things turn out better. When we can love in a holy, holy way. It just does. The grace from that overflows to our families. When we do the right things in life, it overflows. Make the right decisions when we love each other. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. They're coming in. Hey, Brother Yavin and Kimberly. Love and blessings. They're coming in. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oops. This is stuff I do when I'm by myself. Perhaps I should do it by myself. When I'm alone. Hey, Margaret Tahar, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. And let's do this here. Yeah. Come on into the B Hood. And there's folks, because it's still early, but while we are waiting, oops, oh shoot, I wanted to send you something soon. I don't know if you'll be able to upload it. But it's did I send you the little kid dancing from South Africa? Oh, let me see if I can send it to you and if you can upload it. This little boy loves Holy, Holy Way. He really, really loves it. And when I saw it, I was like, man, I'm going to have such a good time down there in South Africa with these children who love the music. And it was amazing. Okay, let's see. I'm not so good with WhatsApp. I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and she sent a video call. Oh, I better look at that. Okay, so I'm going to send you this little boy to Sue, because it's worthy, Sue. Sue Lingo. There you go. Okay, I sent it to you. And maybe you can find it and put it up. So come on into the room, everybody. I got Brahma Naaman and Maxine. Hey, Maxine. Francina. Francie. Fran is in the house from Claxton, Georgia. And folks are coming in. Got Brother Yavin from Georgia, who lives in Georgia now. Yeah. Oh, that's a hot picture, girl. It's good to see you and welcome into the room. So while people are coming into the room, I'm going to sing another song. While folks get off of work, get on to the piano, get on board, and make sure everything is kicking over here. Yeah, so this song goes well. Song says, love, 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 everybody love, 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 when it's hard to love, love, our loving will change the world. Hey, Scott. Just love, 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 everybody love, 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 when it's hard to love, love, our loving will change the world. Come on in, just care, care, care for each other, care, care, care for the ones who need care. Our caring will change the world. You believe that? Our caring will change the world. And just sing, sing, sing all together. Sing, sing, sing. When it's hard to sing, you better sing. Our singing will change the world. Hey, Chef Lori. Oh, love, love everybody. Love, love, love. When it's hard to love, love, our loving will change the world. I love this song because the song says we gotta love everybody, not just the black people, not just the white people, not just the people that look like you, not just the people who live with you, not just the people, the kind of people you were raised with. This song says you gotta love everybody that love one another. We gotta love everybody, whether they look like you, whether they don't look like you. You know, sometimes when they have a bad attitude, you know, we still gotta love them. Sometimes your love would change their attitude. Hi, Gigi. You know, it's like we are called to love. And so, and when it's hard to love, still gotta love. When people making you mad, they're doing the worst. That doesn't mean that you gotta bend over and let them do all kind of ugly things to you. But it means that you can love them even as you remove yourself from the situation. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You know? So the love is deep. Love everybody. Love, love, love. When it's hard to love, love, our loving will change the world. That's right, Max. Our singing will change the world. Our caring will change the world. Our sharing will change the world. Our loving will change the world. I really believe that. And I'm going to sit right here for a moment and breathe it in. Because I know that right where you are making a difference. Your life is making a difference to somebody, especially the people on this thread. Your life is making a difference to me. I'm so glad that you showed up tonight for Soul Fulfilling Songs and Conversations. And we're going to have lots of songs tonight. I'm singing about God, about what returns us, what brings us back home. You know, I don't know how many people read the write-up, but I was talking about what's happening in this country right now, because everybody knows, you know, what's happening in the country with Kamala Harris running for president now. And that happened during the devotional, as I recall. That news came in, and you know, folks are like, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, people are very excited about that, and people have their campaigns and getting in place, and there are other people that are getting their campaigns on the other side. They're doing their thing, and there are all kinds of cliches that are flying, you know, around about that are characterizing individuals, saying what they represented and who they are, and this person and that person. And sometimes it's hard for me to know the difference, but one thing I know is that God is good. Now, I know that part. I was up in the wee hours of the morning this morning looking at the beauty of this magnificent earth, Arkansas in particular. I was looking at Arkansas because I'm looking for my grandmother. I'm just really trying to find information about her because my grandmother was so beautiful. She's so beautiful, and the circumstances and the facts around her life could be disconcerting. So after so many years, they don't upset me like they used to when I wrote In the Land of I Am, but they still call to me to find her, to find her mom and her father, and to do some kind of offering in Arkansas for them, to kind of bridge this gap that of not knowing who she was. And so when I got to doing the work, I found out that there's lots of records in Arkansas. They have a strong genealogical library because there's so much that happened in Arkansas with the Trail of Tears and all of the Seminoles and the Muskogees and Choctaw, Chickasaw, and Cherokee being displaced and moved to Oklahoma, by the treaties and all the things that were happening in this country that we call America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. But it wasn't home of those braves. And so I was up looking at the land that they were moved from, and what's happening with that land, and it was deep. I was like, oh wow, because I forget that I really can research well. I'm interested in something. The Spirit just gives me exactly what I want to see. It just shows up, all these different facts, and excuse me, I got a little phlegm because I've been doing my share of you gotta stop it, Sue. Stop. I gotta set it up for you. Hold on, she's got it. So you got it, Sue. You got it. Okay, but you got to start it over. Okay, so don't start it from there again. So I was up looking at the mountains and the lakes, the rivers. I'm telling you, that land is so beautiful in Arkansas, and I've never been there. Some people are from Little Rock, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Ronald Muldrow's parents, that's George's father, they were from Arkansas, and he wrote a book about his family. It's called The Long Road to Hope, the Long Journey to Hope. And it was a book that he wrote for his children to have the history of his family. Well, I want to write one for mine, and to really have it there. There's much about my grandfather. He's in the encyclopedia. My grandfather was prominent, and my grandfather was very, very accomplished, both in the Carolinas and in Arkansas. And so was his father. But my grandmother is the one that I want to know about. Okay? Because her heart is in here. It's in here, So I was up looking at this beautiful land, and it just made me think about America and this country that, we want to believe in, a country, and I think we can believe in God. I think I believe in love. You can believe in what you need to believe in. I believe in love. I believe that our loving, the way we live our life, absolutely makes a difference and calls the shots, when we're living from our God self. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's amazing. On this thread, I know people who see miracles all the time happen in their life. But they happen because you're walking in the way of love, in the way of the miracle. So anyway, I was walking in the way of love last night, and oh my gosh, I just got lifted up into so much beauty and woo, woo, woo. And I got to see some things that we're going to talk about tonight. So welcome into the room, Rosie Brewer and Scott Haig. Oh, you're Rodder's friends. Okay, Rosie and Scott. Hi, Taliba. Welcome into the room. Yeah, and hey, getting my Wednesday Bee Hood fix. Hey, in just a little while, I'm going to be in North Carolina with you, Ann. So I hope you guys are getting ready for the concert that I'm doing at in Asheville at the Unity of the Blue Ridge. Hi, Patricia. So we're going to keep on rolling. Everybody come on into the room, okay? And while they come into the room, my mom, this grandmother I'm talking about is my mother's mother. My mother wrote a book about her, but she wrote it like a novel. But she put all the truths, all the facts in there. You know what I'm talking about? When you write a novel, you read a novel, and you go like, man, this looks like this happened for real. And it did. You know, they're pulling on real life stuff. Well, my mom did that. And so she left a book. But it was a story about my grandmother. But, you know, it was a story. But now that I'm looking at all this information, Mama was putting it down so I'd have something to build on. So thank you for your prayers for me, and I'll pray for you if you're in a situation in your life where there are things that you don't know about your people, you know, and there are a lot of people who don't know about our grandmothers and grandfathers. A lot of people do. You know who your grandparents are. You know who they were, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents. So, you know, now I'm on the level where I know my grandkids. So it's already spiraled up because I know my grandkids. And my kids knew their grandmother, so it's spiraled up. It's already better, and I'm better, you know, because of it. And I just want to do that other little piece because she was special. And she was robbed. She was displaced. She was abused. And in a part of herself, she was disgraced. And she was lied to. Okay, and I'm talking about my grandmother, but I'm talking about a lot of people in this country have been in atrocious situations or strange situations where they had to make it through, you know, and it was the grace of God that did it. You know, their walk with God that helped them through, you know. So I'm going to do a little bit of In the Land of I Am for our grandmothers and grandfathers. Her name was Georgia. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And the songs of all my great-grandmothers, and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers, and the way to rise beyond the pain. Oh, live, oh, live, oh, live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And the smiles of all the unborn children, and the dreams of a better day to come, and the dance of heaven with the earth. Oh, live, oh, live, oh, live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Been robbed and disgraced abused and displaced, been robbed and displaced, abused and displaced, been lied to, but lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You cannot be heard in the land, 'cause there's more than enough in the land. You're always at a home, always at a home, always at home, always at home. Hey, in the land of I am more than I have, and I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, and I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. She knew that part. Yes, we know this part. So if it's something in you right now that's feeling like it's been discounted, I'm inviting you to let it go and come on up a little higher. Yes, let's rise higher. There's something really wonderful about the Holy Spirit that's holding us right now, right here, right now. And the songs of all my great-grandmothers and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the pain. Oh, live, oh, live, oh, live in me. So here's a shout out to everybody, all of us. So we're more than we have been, more than in the land of I am. I am that I am. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hey, Dorothy Coleman Pincus. Wow, my goodness, haven't heard from you in a group of days. Welcome to Soul Fulfilling, and glad you came into the room. She's a really great singer. That's my little shocking. Yeah. So, so y'all know that I was invited to come to Cape Town and talk about New Thought there, to sing, to do a concert down there in Johannesburg with Reverend Tandy, and who is a minister in the Unity movement. But I met her years ago when myself and about a constituency, maybe about 30 people, went to South Africa. I've talked about it on Soul Fulfilling, so I won't go deep into it because I don't want to sound repetitive. But the year we went was the year before Nelson Mandela was elected president, and so it was an interesting time to be there. And but we made beautiful friends. A lot changed in me from that trip, and a few years later, the choir that we went there to sing with and to meet came to the Center Agape, and was part of a conference there. I believe it was a Revelation conference. It could have been, and it was beautiful to have them in America, and that they sang our songs and we sang their songs. It was amazing. Well, I've been invited by the same woman that I met, Reverend Tandy then, and she has invited me to come. And she sent me this clip that is just adorable. And I was kind of like wondering if it was really the thing to be doing, like, And I saw this clip, and I was like, it's absolutely the thing to be doing. So watch this clip with me. All right. Roll it, Sue.
I'm having a little difficulty. I'll be back.
Hey, Sue, how you doing this evening?
Well, I'm good. It was there, and then Well, now it's gone. I'll grab it again and I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, grab it again. But what's really
Okay.
what's interesting about that video is it's the little baby on the floor, the one
Mm.
with the big head. He looks just like Noquarte when Noquarte was a little baby. So and the little boy that's jamming, his name is Colo, and Colo probably, Colo.
Okay.
I can't, you know.
I'm gonna take me out.
Okay. But these little boys are jamming. And when I saw that little baby, I was like, wow, look how life works. There's a baby there that looked just like my grandson at that age, with that head all over the place.
He's still working on it. I'll let you know.
Do I need to send it to you again?
No, no, I have. I'm working from two computers and I'm trying to send it over.
Oh, okay,
All right.
that's no problem.
It'll.
That's no that's no problem. So everybody, at this time when the conversation in the world is, or at least in our country, is a political conversation, and folks are really stepping up their game. Everybody's stepping to the plate for a greater day, a brighter day. Um, how are you feeling inside? My question is, are maybe there is something for us to be holding here in our hearts as we do these things that we're doing, that we will hold a quiet high watch from here, that
Oh, let my steps reveal a path of peace. Let my steps reveal a path of peace. Oh, let me talk, you stay a little while. Let me talk, you stay a little while. Oh, let me.
in a holy, holy way. Did you see that little boy dancing? He was getting his groove on. He was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go to South Africa. When I saw that clip, I saw those little babies. I was like, these kids are dancing to my music and singing. I want to meet them. I want to meet them. I want to go and support the work that she's doing down there to bring a teaching of love, to people who already know how to love. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go down there and get some more of that love. Yeah. So if you're interested in that journey, just hit me up at rickiebyars@gmail, and I'll send you a travel agenda that you can follow and see if get on board. So yeah. So Sue, come on, join me join me here. It's my little sidekick, Sue Lingle, who helps to produce the show, who produces the show, and sets everything up. And she doesn't have on her RIGASA shirt today, but weren't they cute, Chef Lori? Those kids were so cute. They were saying the ultimate cuteness. Yeah. And,
Mhm.
and that little boy, when he held on to the table like, this is good, I don't want to lose, I don't want to fall over, I just got to hold on to something. And sometimes you do need to hold on to something while you get your groove on. Hold on. And I'm saying, during this climate of political this and political that, you see how that little boy was holding on to that chair? You hold on to God like that. Hold on to God and do what you need to do. But make sure that you don't forget who brought you here, who makes us every day, if and to keep your conversation high, and the things that are really, really of good report. Do your best. Reminds me back in the day when Saul and her friends would be singing and jamming to your music in the car at home. Yeah, this is like a very powerful time in my life to be able to look back on the life that many of us on the thread have shared together. Now, Scott and Rosie, I don't know if you knew the music from years ago, but many people on this thread have been aware, and those who will be joining the show later after everything is over, they know they know about the music, and the music is very much a part of their lives. And at this time in my life, I feel good about you about what we've been able to do together. And I was talking to Sue about this, about the turning point in our lives these days. Many of us are at a place in the road that is, we're at a turning point. Almost every day in this country, you in the world, because the world is changing so fast. It's like all the things that we
Hmm.
had held dear, and and we just knew this was, you just knew it was real, and then you realize, oh wow, it was, no, this country's been up to some interesting things, and and we've been pledging to something that we're learning more and more about what that is, uh, with and not just the country, but the religion, you know, the relationships. It's like this is the time. This is a golden time. It's time of transparency, things that you could see that you couldn't see before, that you can know now that you didn't know before, right, Sue?
For sure. For sure. I mean, it's interesting with the media how fast we find out things where before so much was uncovered. And it was
Mm-hmm.
kind of good. We didn't need to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
We just were going about our day and taking care of our family and our community. And we didn't need to know everything that was happening in the world.
What do you mean we didn't need to know?
It's hard for me when, and now with this artificial intelligence, I'm not even sure what I'm looking at is real anymore. But it seems like every time I pick up my phone and I start scrolling, there's a disaster here, there's a disaster here, over there in Sahara, there's a disaster, Dubai, there's flood. What is going on? Like, what is going on? Is this real?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to know all of these disasters that are happening?
Mm-hmm.
Although it does make me understand, I feel like God's going, like
Mm-hmm.
shaking everything up and it's
Mm-hmm.
all trying to find its way.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's amazing because while you were, while some people are looking at the news, I'm up at night
Mhm.
looking at what's happening with the lands that were taken from people, finding out that there
Exactly.
are observatories, and they have lots of observatories in place there, and they're looking at the astronomical um, implications of the universe. They're looking at asteroids and their positioning for the Earth, and they're taking
Right,
all
right,
kinds of
right.
pictures of what's happening in the sky, and all this is happening too. All
Right,
that's I mean,
right.
there's so much that's going on all at the same time. I mean, you have so wherever you are, whatever you're looking at, whatever you're doing, I say, if you're doing that, be present with it and see, how it makes you better, and what and if there's something that you can do about it. Like when when
Right.
you're aware of something, it's like, well, what can I do about this? Well, okay, I can't do anything because I'm not pointing that gun, or I'm you know
Hmm.
I'm not dropping those bombs on those people. I have nothing to do with it.
Hmm.
It's like, well, yeah, yeah, but what you can do is maybe not support companies that carry a certain vibration that's connected to that. Maybe you can just say, well, I'm not going to do plastic anymore, or I'm not going to do this particular thing anymore if it's connected to that, because that company there makes bombs that they drop on people. And you can do it without hating people, but you can do it
True.
with consciousness. I just think, to become aware, to be more aware of what we do in our life, not what the screen is telling you, because it's telling
Right,
you
right,
what
right,
it wants you
right.
to know, but to become aware of God in my life. How can I serve? How can I be a beneficial presence right where I am? How can I love those people around me and care for those not close to me, but care for them by living a life of not that where I'm not wasting, where I'm not wasting so much, where because the world is right here at our doorstep. I mean, the people are not they're not just in the Sudan. Now they're on the street. They're here with us. They're
Right,
everywhere.
right, right.
It's not. They're not. It's the illusion that something is not happening here with us. It's just that it's here. It's here in our face, and I just really feel that when God is in my face, when God is in my face, I want to love more. I want to share more. And it's God's embracing me that shows me how to do it in a holy, holy way. I'm telling you, that little song, Holy, Holy Way, is really special. It's special because it gives it says in my heart, I wanna be better. Like there used to be this song about so it's like and other time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. And the song was like when they would sing it at church, I was going like, oh my God, it's gonna be all day with that song. When I was a little girl, because I was kind of
Mm.
hyper. But it was like, Lord, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. And the New Thought way was, Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart. In my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart. And it was like, I want to be more, but the words were, Lord, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. Lord, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. So Lord is God. You're singing to God, and He's like, I want to be more like the being that walked the planet, that showed us, that brought in a new world order. It goes like, hey, we don't have to do all that stuff we've been doing. We can love each other and be okay.
Mm.
We can love each other. And that's an important message. Love is important. That's why I sing about it all the time. It's like, in my heart. What does Kimberly, growing up Baptist, that song was so, right, it's meaningful to me. It's meaningful, especially to me right now, in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart. And then that can be, I want to be more peaceful in my heart. Lord, I want to be more peaceful in my heart. In my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be more peaceful in my heart. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe that song was long when you were a little kid. You go like, oh. You didn't have no watch and you'd be going like, what time is it? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It was like, it was, it's like these days that we live. It's like we can get all involved in blah, 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 blah. But I think that we can change some things around us, and to be present on the field around us in the ways that we can will deliver a good measure And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You got to do what's right for you. You got to do what's right for you. But when you live in a holy, holy way and you sing, I want to be um, more loving. It's like I want to love in a holy, holy way. Let me learn from all the ways I fall. And you just, don't let me keep doing the same things over and over again. Like, let me choose another street to go down if I keep falling in a ditch. Let me make another choice. Let me just not stop walking around the hole. Just choose another street. And this time in my life, I'm feeling like I'm choosing other streets, Sue. You know?
Well, you said big a big word about what can you do, like globally, when it's out of our control. I've always said it's been too much. What can I do? I'm just one little person. But in my community, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can do something.
Mm-hmm.
And you just said it. It's loving.
Yeah.
Loving and looking. Let me do what I can in my space.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
that just ripples out.
and do what moves you. Because everybody does it differently. Everybody does,
Hmm.
and there's a belief that people have, and I don't want to get too political because they will take me off this air. They will. They'll hack this show. They can do the worst when you start talking like I be talking. So I'm not gonna do it. But I will tell you this. John Caesar has a song that says, "If I can do my best and let God do the rest, I can pass every test, come what may." It's like if I can do my best, and I just am here to do my best, you know. If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test come my way. If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test come what may. I can remember the words of my mother who said the best is upon us and the best is yet to come. Oh, Creator, with the storms of illusion, I will do my best and let God lead me on. If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test come my way. If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test come what may. And sometimes in the old days, when I was younger, I would go like, well, what happened to them? They did their best. They got wiped out. They lost their land. They lost their family connections. But you know what? We're still here. Like Robin Harris said, we don't die. We multiply. If I could only do my best and let God do the rest, I could pass every test come my way. If I could only do my best. Great song. Let God do the rest, I could pass every test come what may. Beautiful. And it says, oh Creator, when the storms are getting greater, I will do my best and let God lead me on. So whatever happens, I'm walking with God. I don't care what it looked like, I'm walking with God. Walking with God. And that's what we're called to do. To do what? To walk with God. Wherever you are, Fran in Claxton, we're walking with God. Not allowing our minds to be all over the place. It's like, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. As a young child who was also a child musician for the choirs at church, I wasn't in a place to appreciate a lot of hymns. I know retreat. I now retreat back to those hymns and sit at my piano and play them. All right, Kimberly. Go on, girl. Me too. We'll never lose God. Absolutely. Can't lose God because God's always there with you. Hey, Nelson. I had your bag Sunday, your little tote bag. All my stuff was in it, bruh. It's good to see you and to know that you are doing your part to bring light to the world. Everybody on the thread, that's what we're here to do. Bring that light, baby. Do your best. And there's something that I'm so thrilled about in my life that at this time, I'm ready to expand even more. You know, it's like I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I don't even care what the numbers look like for this program, you know, because the people who I love are right here. The people on the thread are loving people. Like I love everybody on this thread. I know them, and the ones I don't know I'm meeting for the first time, and they're good people. And I know that you're good wherever you go. When you walk into a room, you're lighting it up. The people on this thread are special people. They light it up. You can have thousands of people on your thread. That don't mean they all lighten it up everywhere they go. They might be lighting it up. They may be doing that thing. Now, I ain't knocking it. I don't do it, you know. But, no, I haven't done that in a long time. But I used to smoke marijuana when I was like in my early 20s. Man, and while I was doing it, one time I had something that was terribly called angel dust. Why would they call it angel dust? That's horrible, man. And I vowed, I was like, if I can make my way back to my body, because I was floating in the cosmos, you know, for a day or two, you know, and I was like, if I can make my way back home to me, I'm never doing that again. I'm done. If I can just find my way back. Some people didn't find their way back in those days, and they were on the street, you know, looking like I was feeling on that couch. But I found my way back, and when I found my way back, I was like, yes, I'm back. Praise God, I'm back. Well, I was a happy little 24-year-old, you know what I'm saying? I was happy, and I never did it again. I was like, I'm good. Yeah. Hey, thank you very much, John Caesar. You're the best. You're the best. Yeah, no more smoking the hay. Is that you too? I mean, it's great, you know, people do what they have to do. But, man, some of us are naturally high, and I am that way. It's like I'm naturally high on God. God is good. I am thankful for my life, and I'm thankful to know everybody on this thread. I'm thankful for the way the grace of God is having its way in your life. I'm thankful for all things working together for your good. I'm thankful for the very good decisions you're making in your life. And I'm thankful that when you made a decision that you didn't think was that good, that you could learn from it so that you wouldn't make that same mistake, right? You learned from it. I've done some dumb things. I've done some very unwise things. Very, you know, many times, sometimes financially unwise. But, you know, it was all right. I learned what I needed to know. And I'm telling you, I can walk with my head up because God's got it up. Because God's got me. Terry Dean had a cutting ceremony for her new candle shop. They cut the ribbon. They're celebrating the opening of her shop. And I'm so proud of her because she took the leap. She took the leap. She leaped out there, but she leaped into the arms of God, because it's God's good pleasure to make Terry happy. It's God's good pleasure to make Nelson happy. God's good pleasure to make us all delighted. I mean, it's God's good pleasure to give us the delights of our heart. So I hope we understand that and stop asking for stupid stuff. Hey, leaping in faith, landing in grace, right? Leaping in faith, landing in grace. Yeah. So this coming Sunday, the Sunday devotional will be at Big Blue. Those of you who are on the thread, if you want to know, here's a shout out to Brother Aziz Aziz, Aziz, Aziz Diagne from Senegal allowed me to do the Sunday devotional at his art gallery, and it was so beautiful there. Very loving space. So cool with art all over the walls, and the VCC dropped in there. They floated in there. They didn't all show up at the same time, but by the time it was done, we had a very, very good house of people that were there. That's Keith Rice right there and Raymond Johnson on drums. And you can see the great art of Aziz on the back wall. There's Leslie McGee. There's Rob McDonald, who's in Eugene, Oregon tonight, along with Raymond. They're on the road. But they were with us Sunday and blowing it up. Now, this young lady here is Erica's daughter. That is Jalen. And Jalen, we knew Erica was an original member of the Agape International Choir for many years. And that's her little girl, who her young lady baby, who just graduated from high school. So we got to honor her looking like Georgia. And we're just really happy. There's Brother John Hagan, who did our closing benediction. There's Sophia and Leslie, who were singers with us last Sunday. And it was just a beautiful Sunday. Such a beautiful Sunday. So that's on YouTube if you ever want to revisit it. There I am looking good in my blue skirt somebody gave me, and a blue blouse that somebody gave me. And, it's just I got so many wonderful gifts. Somebody gave me a skirt. I don't know who gave me that skirt, but that skirt is bad. It's somebody gave me an anonymous gift. And so I don't know who gave me that skirt, but thank you very much. I love it. I love that skirt. And I love you. I love everybody here. If you are in a time in your life when you don't quite know what the next step is, right? Because I've been that person. And a couple of days ago, I was that person. Today, I know. Tomorrow, I'll know too. But this is just a little bit of this song that says, and it came at a time when I wasn't quite sure. It says, you are tapping on my head. Is there something that I didn't do right? Something that I need to know? Or something that I need to write? You are tapping in the nighttime, tapping all day long. Maybe you just want to hear a sweet song. Do you just want me to live again? You are tapping on my head. Tell me, what is the plan? Tell me how to heal my mind. Tell me how to walk this land. You are tapping in the nighttime, tapping all day long. Maybe I am the voice of freedom. Am I the voice of so many men and women and children who love one another? Men and women and children who sing for the mountains. Men, women and children who sing for the rivers. Men, women and children, I'll sing for the hungry. Men, women and children, I'll sing for the dying. Men, women and children, I'll sing for all people. All people. You are tapping on my head. There must be something that I'm doing right, but more that I need to know, and more that I need to write. You are tapping in the nighttime and tapping all day long. Maybe you just want to hear a sweet song. Do you just want me to live and love and fly again, love again? I want to live again. It's happening. I wrote that song at a time when I was having really bad headaches because I had run into a glass wall. I hit the wall with so much speed, it was a glass wall. I didn't see the glass. I was moving fast. And I had a concussion, but I didn't go to the doctor. So I just said, God, you got to heal this. And God did. But it was going to take some time. And just tuning in and got to hear one of my faves tapping. Yes, Miss Jackson. And many people thought Charles Holt wrote that song. But when Charles sang it, the song made sense. When Charles sang the song, I was like, oh, this song is finished. It just needed Charles. Just needed his voice. But I was doing all kinds of alternative things to heal my head. But, it would be tapping. There would be this this pain in my head. And at the time, there was I was in a class that was being taught by the great artist Rasuli, and Brother Rasuli was teaching the class not on art, and he was a great artist, but he was teaching a class about Hafez and Rumi. It was Persian mystics, and we were studying the works of Rumi, and he was reading from the Farsi, which is the language that it's written in, and not from Coleman Barks's narrations, which didn't touch the real untranslated version. So we were getting this beautiful teaching through Rasuli, and Rasuli was a great teacher. I don't know if anybody on this thread was in that class, but it was an amazing class. And there was one word that he said. He was like, just take a word from one of these phrases and write a poem about it. And I was like, And because, Rumi, if you know the works of Rumi, God is often, in the bar or, in the tavern or Hafez. It's just like there was not the prohibition that you get from this country. It's like libation was not a bad thing. And but they said God is everywhere. So God was in the tavern as much as he was in the temple. And for real. So I thought about tapping, the word tapping. And sure enough, in the middle of the night, bam, my head, bam. I'm these pain. And I thought I was dying. I really did. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I thought I wasn't going to make it because the headache had gotten so intense and the throbbing. And so I went down to the piano. It's like, if I'm going out, I want to go out doing what I love. And I love music. I love writing songs. I just love the piano. And I sat at the piano and I just hit that chord. And I started to sing, you are tapping on my head. Is there something that I didn't do right? And I'm asking the Spirit. I'm talking to God directly, because that's what Rumi did. It's like God wasn't out. God was like so present, so present. You're tapping on my head. Is there something that I didn't do right? Something that I need to know? Something that I need to write? You know, WRITE. You know, you're tapping in the nighttime, tapping all day long. Maybe you just want to hear a sweet song. Or do you want me to live again? Because in my life, even then, I knew there was more of me. There was more of me that needed expression. There was more. God was calling for more from me. But I wasn't giving more in that area. I was giving in the area that I was giving. The songs I had written, the choir that I conducted, you know, and the assignments that I had to do in my capacity as this or that. But the Spirit was saying, there's more for you that I have for you. There's more for you to touch inside of yourself. There's more for you to touch. And when I sat down, I touched it. I hope you're touching the more for you in your life, that you're taking the time to walk with what is most precious to you. Music is my gift. It is so precious to me. And my family is too, you know. But my family is like music in emotion. It's like, I just hope that you will take the time to be with what's most precious for you and let it reveal to you the next phase for you, the next step for you, the way to go. We can be very distracted in this world with all of this stuff that they put in this, you know. God is here. We are loved. The Spirit moves. She moves in a holy, holy way. In my Trinity, the Holy Spirit is the feminine. Yeah, she moves in a simple way. And I just hope you take the time to be with God. I love you. I love all of you. And thank you for the beautiful words you've shared here in the thread. Omnipresence. Yeah. Yes. I'm thankful that you joined in tonight. And I'll see you along the way. Next Wednesday, Rickie's going to be on vacay. Rickie's going to be in Costa Rica with my granddaughter and doing some things. And then the next week I'll be on retreat with the Conscious Creative Creators Retreat with John and Kathy Stringer. So for 2 weeks, I'll be gone. But I'll be back August 11th for the Sunday devotional, which will be here at Big Blue. And then on the 18th of August, mark your calendars, we will be back at the gallery, Aziz's Gallery in Lamert Park. And it will be the celebration of Lisa Michelle's birthday. 3 years ago, we had a celebration of life for her. And she didn't die. She's still alive. And we celebrating another year with Lisa Michelle still here. And that's going to be really wonderful at Aziz's Gallery. And it'll be a choir Sunday. So hope you'll be able to make it. Thank you, Darren, for the books. I keep saying thank you because those books changed my life. And I'm thanking you for giving them to me. Safe travels, happiness, and grace. Hey, I love you all. Peace be with you. And remember to take the time to be with God and listen to what God is saying to you right now. And don't be scared. And even if you're scared, go on anyway. You know, take the fear with you like Maya Angelou did. Just take your fear with you and keep going. All right. Love you. Peace.
Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Rest in God.